What's up, everybody? Welcome to the ReCoop. I'm Coop. I'm Cooper Daniels. How's everybody doing? Happy Monday. Is it a happy Monday? Are you guys feeling happy? Not very in tune with the markets. I did see that Bitcoin dipped below 42. We have Algo under 19. I don't know if that dip has continued or reversed itself, folks. We have a big week. The last Fed meeting of the year. So I don't think anything huge is going to happen there. They're going to just keep rates the way they were and are. And we'll be all listening. We'll be listening for the tone. We'll be listening for the secret words. But I'm sure the words will be like, we are not ruling out further rate hikes, and believe that the market is being aggressive on rate hikes or cuts. Or they probably won't say it like that. But I think that the vibe afterwards will be them trying to say that rate hikes aren't out of the question. We're not out of the woods. And that probably won't be great for markets, or they'll just talk about positive stuff for the most part and say they're going to remain flexible and get a nice little spin. It's all the subtleties, folks. I don't know. I haven't really been keeping up. I've been too busy this morning arguing about chins. Is anybody in for a good chin argument? You know what I mean? Coop Fi needs to take down folks' finance and those gatekeepers, those middlemen, those vaguely Mediterranean-looking dudes that probably have an easy time finding dates. Single Italian men successfully implementing a cool DeFi protocol in his 20s. We got to take that dickhead down. Chop him at the knees. CoopFi 2024. Who's going to fund it? Are you, Andre? Come on. Throw D13 $1 million. Let's go CoopFi. Can we get it? Can I get an amen? Can I get a okay? Let's do it. All right. How's everybody doing? You guys in here? Anybody in the chat? What's up, everybody? Good morning. Please be careful with whatever you write, because Coop will read it out loud during the show. Evening, Mort. Good morning, Samino. If you sell your Coop, your mom's a hoe. That's right. That never gets old. Man, you guys should see my DMs. It's just pictures of hookerish-looking moms. Why would you tell me this? Why would you show me scantily clad pictures of your hoish mom after you sold your... Are you taunting me? Evening, Albert. Whoever gets Coop to read the most absurd possible statement out loud wins 100 Coop. Yeah, Shaq. This could get really good, 409. Coop, Wilson, what's up? Thanks for showing up. Mort, slight pullback, nothing unexpected. So we got that little dip, right? We're going to consolidate a bit, and then we're going to go to the moon. We're rocketing. I saw everybody's favorite Twitter guy, Adam. He's flipped bullish. He was quoting some dude saying this is one of the most conservative traders on crypto Twitter, and he was calling for 50,000 by the end of the year. It's not out of the ballpark, folks. It is always interesting, though, when on a Sunday evening or a Sunday afternoon, when there's a big correction, especially during a week like this. Now, that could just be people preparing and hedging and, making, because maybe they don't know what's going to happen. It's always the battle of, do people know? Do they have inside information on where this is headed this week? Are they thinking, okay, this is going to be a bloody week, let's get out ahead of it? Or did they genuinely not really know how this is going to go, and they're just sort of, doing their taking their fiscal responsibility seriously? I've got more chins in a Chinese phone book. There you go, L Crypto. All right. Oh my God, I am my own version of the Anchorman. Just read anything. You know what I'm saying? Oh God. So I saw that there was some FIFA Plus Collect news. Was that good news? Probably not. Okay, we're gonna look at that. I actually don't know what it is. I saw. Oh, let's unshare this so that circle goes away. Oh, there we go. Do you guys feel relieved that I settled that image? Oh my God, what a life, folks! It's a wonderful life. It is. All right. Well, I mean, look, what are we doing? What am I doing? I'm just sitting here thinking and not talking. So let's get to talking. Let's scroll the news. Let's see what's going on. Let's navigate the noise. Let's be free. All right. KubeCoin is for the people. It's for freedom. It's for the gains, and it's for all the things that you're going to get, folks. You know what I mean? I've been thinking about KubeCoin today. I've been thinking about how all of you that have embraced it have continue to push it. The fact that there is no rugger, there's nobody that can rug the coop. Nobody. We have the community is literally the DWF Labs of KubeCoin, is the Borderless Capital, the Arrington Capital, the Sequoia, the Jump, the whatever. It's actually the community that is that. So if Coop is going to rug, it's going to be rugged by a distributed amount of people in the community. All right? That's a neat thing. You can't just dismiss that. It's a cool thing that you have. It's a property that doesn't exist very frequently in cryptocurrency. Naturally, people picked up on it. I distributed it all in one go with the help of a friend that knew how to do things. I got people on an airdrop list without them knowing they were getting on an airdrop list. And then I got rid of it. And then everybody, all part of the story. And then people decided to make a market about it. And then people decided to ape in. And now those people are sitting. Coop hasn't rugged. Okay, I mean, it corrected from its jump, but it's shown its floor. You can't rug it. So hating on it is a weird thing to do because, okay, maybe it's not the community that you think you're part of, but it is the community, which is a loud portion of the Algorand community. A lot of them disillusioned by Algorand, but continuing to maintain their stature in the Algorand community because of something that they're like, wait a second, this is a bit of an FU, or it's not an FU to some people. It's just whatever it is you want it to be. It's cool. I mean, I think it's a good thing. All right, you animals. All right, whatever. Who cares? Anyways, let's move on. Okay, let's share my screen. Let's go to CNBC. I'm feeling a little feisty today. Just always tired, folks. Always tired. I got to do something about that. I got to work out, I think, and change my diet. I'm eliminating lots of things, but I do believe that working out and changing my diet is the key, and drinking more water would be the key to me being able to survive these tough conditions of constant hustle. All right. So, yeah. All right. So the markets are okay. So the Dow is up 1/4 point. The S&P 500 is up about 7 points, and the NASDAQ is slightly down at 14 points. The Russ is down barely. It's sideways. All right. The VIX is a bit in the green. Regulators caught Wells Fargo, other banks in probe over mortgage pricing discrimination. All right. Wells Fargo's in trouble. A crunch week for central banks will put rate cut expectations to the test. All right. What are they saying? What's the narrative? What are you feeding me, CNBC? The U.S. Federal Reserve on Wednesday will kick off what is poised to be a pivotal week, followed by a super Thursday when the European Central Bank, Bank of England, and others will meet. Investors will be searching for clues in the bank statements on when rate cutting could start next year as inflation continues to fall away from the highest levels in decades. There's two different dynamics at play. What the market is telling you and what the Federal Reserve Chairman Powell is telling you, said David Neuhauser. A flurry of major central banks are set to make their final rate decisions of the year in a crunch week that will test market bets for rate cuts in early 2024. The U.S. Federal Reserve on Wednesday will kick off what is poised to be a pivotal week, followed by a super Thursday when the European Central Bank, Bank of England, Swiss National Bank, and Norway's Norges Bank will all meet. Policymakers at the central banks are broadly expected to hold interest rates steady except for Norway's central bank, which warned it would likely raise the cost of borrowing in December. Investors will be searching for clues in the bank statements on when rate cutting could start next year as inflation continues to fall away from its highest level in decades. The biggest risk to risk on is the fact that the Fed does not do what the market is telling it that it is going to do, which is slash interest rates over the course of 2024. The market is telling you one thing, so what the market is doing is essentially calling out the Fed's credibility, and we'll see who's right here. Market participants overwhelmingly expect the Fed to hold rates at 5.25 to 5.5, although traders are pricing in a 25 basis point cut as early as March. The Fed has sought to push back on market expectations for aggressive rate reductions next year. However, Powell warned earlier this month that it would be premature to speculate when policy might ease and suggested the central bank would be prepared to tighten policy if it becomes appropriate to do so. There's two different dynamics at play. What the market is telling you, okay, we just read that. Powell also noted that policy is currently well into restrictive territory and said the balance of risks between doing too much or too little were close to balanced. When we think about the Fed moving into next year, we think it makes sense that they are on the lookout for when and how to reduce rates. As their policy rate is so restrictive, as the unemployment rate gets closer to neutral, as inflation gets closer to neutral, their policy rate should do the same. The real question is, what is the pace of that? Well, we just saw on Friday, right, that jobs were continuing to be made, to be gotten, to be made available. The job market is not tightening the way that they were hoping. So that's going to be something that they talk about. So if I were a betting man, if I were a guessing man, which I obviously am, I would probably be guessing that they're going to be a bit cautious and try to tamp down these expectations of a March rate hike. I think they don't want the markets to be euphoric right now. I think they want things to cool down. Or they just want a happy Christmas and everybody to be excited. The Fed's approaching rate decision comes shortly after U.S. job creation showed little signs of abating. Okay, so that non-farm payrolls grew by a seasonally adjusted 199,000 for the month, beating expectations, while the unemployment rate dipped to 3.7 compared with the forecast of 3.9. Yeah, it was weird that the market didn't react to that because now we're in this week where the Fed is probably going to react to that, and which will probably, you would think, do some damage. And that's probably why we saw some people, because Bitcoin often leads. We'll see. All right. You guys get it. Policymakers have cautioned investors, however, that the last mile of tackling disinflation could be the hardest, and it may take twice as long as the battle to get inflation back under 3%. Economists at Deutsche Bank said in a research note published earlier this month that it was once again bringing forward the timing of the first ECB rate cut to April, citing the latest inflation data and the tone of official commentary. It's added that there is also a significant risk of a rate cut. We fear we are too timid. The risk is now earlier and larger cuts, and an ECB more capable of decoupling from the Fed. Okay, I don't really know what that last bit was, but let's just move on. All right, Macy's may sell, pump 15%. Apple overhauling the iPad. Nobody cares. The 10-year in the green. Somebody outside taking the recycling. All right. Bitcoin shows its wild side once again, dropping 3,000 in minutes. All right, let's keep moving. All right, let's move on. Still don't have a subscription, but we're going to look at it anyways. All right, rate cuts can't come fast enough for debt-strapped companies. Wall Street holds back on big bets before CPI. U.S. year-ahead inflation views dropped to lowest since April 2020. Goldman says buy the dip if stocks drop after repricing Fed cuts. All right. Okay. Spot Bitcoin ETFs are almost here. All right, let's move on. NVIDIA sees Vietnam as potential second home. Cool. Bloomberg was boring, thankfully. So I can't actually read those articles right now. Okay, so Bitcoin is continuing to dip. I see that because it was at like 41.7 when I vaguely saw it earlier. Ethereum is now looking to go below 2,200, but BNB showing life, baby. Tells you who's the buyer and the seller at these moments right now. You're selling Bitcoin to protect BNB, right? Didn't we just get another Tether print? Protocol Village, BitGet invests in layer 2 consumer-centric blockchain morphism. Bitcoin, Ether, and major altcoins in deep red. I love how dramatic everybody is. I mean, we're over 41,000. Ethereum's over 2,200. It's like, I guess when you talk about this every day, you were much less impressed with the 4% dip. But still, it does make you wonder. You know, it's got to be jarring. Everybody was euphoric, and now they're like, okay, it's happening again. Now they're all bearish again. I don't know. There's probably a happy medium here. My instincts seem to be getting better, which is good. Cardano jumps 20% as analysts eyes Bitcoin pull back to 40 to fill. Okay, that's like old ass news. We read that thing a while ago. All right, let's just look at the block real quick, and then what's going on? All right, let's look at the block real quick, and then we'll look at some. Okay, get out of here. Anatoly breaks down what is only possible on Solana. What? Coinbase lists Seam as native base-based token is airdropped. What do you have to do to get the Seam? Coinbase is listed Seam as part of its day one listings that go live on the platform the same day of the token generation event. Seam is a governance token of the Seamless protocol, a base-based DeFi protocol that is a fork of Aave. Crypto exchange Coinbase is listed Seam, the governance token of the base protocol. As its airdropping, Seam becomes the first and only native base project token listed. Okay, the first government token to have a fair launch airdrop distributed based on each user's involvement in the ecosystem. In which ecosystem? Memorialized on-chain through soulbound points and exclusive NFTs. Okay. Now, because is that from the base NFTs, or is that from Seam NFTs that I probably don't have? Was launched in September as a fork. Okay, so that is probably from people that use Seam on Aave, on Ethereum. Seamless is built on the Coinbase incubated base. It was founded by contributors invited. Seamless hasn't raised any funds either from equity sales. The total supply of the Seam token is 100 million. The community contributor said 69% of that would go to the community, with the rest of the ecosystem support, blah, blah, blah. Over 5,000 Seamless users are eligible. Okay, so I'm not a Seamless user, so I'm not getting this. The snapshot for which was taken on December 8th, the community contributor said, those are early supporters of the protocol who acquired OG points, and other community quests that were hosted on Galaxy and other platforms. Okay, enough. I thought maybe. There it is. There it is. FIFA drops NFTs that offer chance at World Cup final tickets, moves to Polygon. Bummer. ETH is below 2,200 now. FIFA is releasing digital collectibles that will give owners of the first 100 released a chance to secure tickets to the 2026 World Cup. The organization is also moving its NFT collectibles to the Polygon blockchain. Oh, God, it's so annoying. FIFA, the international governing body for the world's most popular sport, is dropping a limited number of digital collectibles later this week that will give holders the opportunity to watch the final game of the 2026 World Cup. For the first drop, 100 digital collectibles will be made available and will feature the rarest collectibles that offer the chance to secure 2026 FIFA World Cup tickets. A total of 900 other digital collectibles will be issued on the Algorand network and made available on the OpenSea platform. FIFA's NFTs were originally minted on Algorand, but are now planning to move to Polygon with the second stage of this upcoming collection. When FIFA first announced FIFA Plus Collect last year, it was billed as offering football fans around the world with the chance to affordably own unique digital collectibles. The NFT drop comes as the FIFA Club World Cup 2023 is set to kick off tomorrow in Saudi Arabia. While NFT trading volumes have rebounded recently, levels are still far below where they were the last bull run. Big brands, however, have continued to pursue opportunities to service and monetize superfans with digital collectible initiatives. Modix takes over. All right. FIFA also announced that Modix will be taking over strategic management of its digital collectibles platform, which has already dropped several football branded collections. Digital collectibles increase the way in which fans can interact with their favorite players, teams, and the game they love, and we're honored to support FIFA on realizing this goal. Using professional sports as an avenue to connect with consumers has been employed by various companies, blah, 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 blah. There you go, folks. FIFA Plus Collect is moved to Polygon. Is Lee Parsons in charge of FIFA Plus Collect? Because I'm seeing a pattern. How do you guys feel about that? What do you guys think? Let's talk. Actually, I'm going to go chat now. I just saw that. Didn't know that. They need more people that are going to buy the cards. I bought some first day and haven't cared since. Yeah. I don't care either. Cards, videos, whatever, man. CoinGecko loading Coop. Yeah, let's do it. Coop. What's up, Django? Oh, Django. Got to get back. Coop. Bank on. You stay classy, San Diego. I'm Ron Burgundy. Wasabi Coop and fan. If it weren't for the innovations and discoveries of Coop, there would be no blockchain technology. Yes. Hit that like button, y'all. Who's getting in early on the new CZ meme? I never get into memes, but CZ the GOAT just sits with me. Elon has Doge, Vitalik has Sheep, Coop has Coop, and CZ has CZ GOAT. We can't miss that easy 50x, men. Coop belongs to legends only. This FIFA news has really got me low on Algorand. Hate to say it, but it's actually the lowest I've been on Algorand. This is a huge own goal, pardon the pun. How the F do we screw this up? Baffled. Sounds more like an exit on FIFA Collect as a property. What do you mean, Shaq? Look, my first reaction is this. Obviously, FIFA Plus Collect didn't go well on Algorand. I feel like it was the NFT-onomics were from the beginning like super aggressive. They tried to pivot as they went, and there was just too many, and nobody could really. There was too many like duplicates, and nobody could figure out how these were ever going to really generate any kind of thing. And probably, folks, Algorand Inc. didn't want to pay them anymore, and FIFA Plus Collect went on to where they can get more money. Oh, sold is a thing. Well, no, I think the FIFA Plus Collect didn't really want to manage this thing much from the beginning. Well, see, this is the issue. They probably did want to have the last word, but they didn't really want to manage it. They just wanted somebody to make it a success. And clearly, Inc. didn't do that because it wasn't a success. There was no buyers. There was very few buyers. And I don't know, but I get you, El Crypto. I mean, it's bleak to, it's like you get excited about FIFA Plus Collect. That's like, whoa, that's an actual win. There's pictures of Silvio and whoever the gangster at FIFA is. And then it's like, then you got like Opulus, you got like those guys and they're leaving. And then you got like, okay, the Bank of Italy, but then you're like, wait, the Bank of Italy is doing all these different things. So, I mean, aren't Aren't the Polygon people all from India? Aren't they mainly from India? So when is all that India stuff going to happen on Polygon? Okay. I don't want to slip into that. Let's go. Sounds tight. Sounds right. Polygon usually incentivizes dilutive to us for algo to continue, maybe. Yeah, I mean, I don't really, to be honest, like, how does it even continue on algo without like a refresh? Like, who was really in charge of all that? Because anybody that, the way that that was launched was like, okay, well, people are just going to buy this sight unseen. And what if we all know about the Algorand community is the Algorand community is like, well, okay, well, what? We can't just buy all of these. You know what I mean? Like, where is the value going to come from? They're skeptical. We can't just buy all of these. Like, where are the people? And then, there was some people, but it just never felt like there was ever going to be any value. And they didn't make it easy to buy and sell in the beginning. It was just weird. There was no thing there. They weren't giving away World Cup tickets to special owner. Like, these are obvious things that you needed to do. You need to, I don't know, make less duplicates, adjust, which they, I guess, tried to do. I did not keep up with FIFA Plus Collect. I certainly bought some for the culture. I don't even know where those are. They're on some exchange, they're on that site. I don't know. I'm sure I could have moved them at some point, but I didn't care. I don't care. It would have been cool if I would have probably cared if I had a moment in World Cup history that I actually gave a shit about. And not to mention that most, there's so many people in crypto in general, but also in Algorand that are active NFT investors that are, I guess I shouldn't say that because so many of you are across not in the United States. But my experience has been that that Algorand active community is US centric, but maybe I'm actually reading that wrong. Well, that's a bummer. I'm not going to lie, because I was excited about Algorand to be a part of this leading into the World Cup in 2026 in the US. I thought that was an incredible opportunity where soccer is going to, even take a further step forward as the dominant sport in the globe, because obviously there's going to be a ton of football, soccer excitement in the US leading up to the World Cup, which is only going to explode the popularity of the sport. So I thought it was cool that Algorand was going to be able to do that, but it appears that that's not working out. So there we go. Could also be payments across algo, but collectibles all over the place. I mean, if that article is correct, it just basically said that it's moving to Polygon. The problem is that developers are looking. This is Mort. The problem is that developers are looking for handouts, and people are to drive business. We can do this real quick, and then we'll go back out on the world. Are looking for handouts and people to drive business, not create a product that's viable. FIFA Connect was weak. FIFA did not drive the product, hardly advertise. I mean, that's another damn thing. Is that like there would be like maybe like a FIFA Plus Collect like logo, but nobody really knew what it was. They never advertised the NFTs. It's like they decided to do that and they decided to sabotage it at the same time. It was very frustrating. And everything, all the words that I got from the people were that, well, FIFA, you can't go against them. So they probably wanted more money, and Algorand in the bear market didn't have it, folks. Like, let's be honest. Like, let's be real. I mean, is there really any other explanation? They probably wanted more money, and Algorand just didn't have it. In the depths of the bear market, with algo completely collapsing in price, this is people that say that price doesn't matter. You're silly. It's not that it's the only reason that you would be here, but the fact that it's got to be that they wanted more money and Algorand didn't give it. And, it's like when you think about the situation that Algorand is in with DWF Labs, we all might be a fan of DWF Labs right now, but that's also a point of failure right there, that he and them have such a presence in the Algorand market. And that partnership, which is clearly getting into bed with people that aren't going to be necessarily viewed upon positively by US regulators and stuff like that, that aren't necessarily viewed upon as, you know, pristine actors in the space by everybody in the communities. But you have to go into bed with them because Algorand Foundation needed the money, because you need money in order to facilitate these partnerships. So these bad mistakes with HODLNOT and things like that were led by Ryan Terabellini and whoever else, there's consequences, and the price tanking probably put Inc. in a situation where they had a tough decision. Do we want to continue to this in the hardball that maybe FIFA was playing? Or do we just have to cut bait and say, shoot, darn, dang. Anyways. El Crypto says, I honestly thought TravelX ticketing would lead to FIFA ticketing, which had the potential to turn into global soccer ticketing, which would be humongous. I mean, we have a rule, Borderless Capital, formerly of Algo Capital, the people behind Ran Labs calling for TravelX to move to Solana. Then we had one of our favorite projects, one of the more exciting projects, really, for the people that can get their head around real world assets and excited about the potential for blockchain technology and all this stuff. Agro Token is going to create its own parachain on Polkadot. We're just not the same liquidity attraction that we used to be. I was just looking at my helmets the other day. I only have one Gotham shirt, though. Oh, I still have a Gotham gift card. I should spend that while they still have Algorand on their jerseys. Oh, boy. Stacy, cough, cough. Aaron, why doesn't anybody say Sean Lee and make coffee noises? Haha. Sean Lee. Well, Sean Lee, I don't know. I think Sean Lee, I don't really know what Sean Lee did. I mean, Sean Lee clearly was in charge. It was in charge during a lot of bad grants. But, I mean, he did introduce governance, and I think that he kind of stuck the current leadership with decentralized governance. That might be good. It's crazy. Companies look for funding from the blockchain. If this happened on the high street, we'd have no shops. Does Microsoft hand out cash to companies to use Windows? Okay, yeah, we all want to see Shaq's helmets. Oh, man, I just got tired. Anyways. So, I mean, that sucks. I mean, what are we going to say? All the news about Algorand right now is everybody leaving. It just sucks. Like, just last week, we're all freaking, we all, we're all got perky titties. We're all excited about the life. You know what I mean? And now we're all drooping. Man, got to get an extra tight sports bra. What am I talking about? Somebody buy me an extra tight sports bra. This is apparently what I'm talking about. Smash the like button if you like Algorand, says Ludo. Let's do it. Kinda. What did... all right. All right. Well, what else do we got? We had other things to talk about, didn't we? We haven't even looked at prices. I haven't even looked at prices. Let's look at prices. Let's go. Okay. All right. Coin market cap. Bonk. Taboo token. Greed. We're still in greed, but we ticked down one. Bitcoin is dipped below 41,000. Ah, that's back. We're back. We're so back, folks. We're so back. It's over 41. So we got a bit of a dip. We got in the last 24 hours, we're down over 6+%. Ethereum is down below 2,200. So we're getting a dip, folks. We got 6.75% on the last day. Volume is high. A lot of volume on Bitcoin in the last 24 hours, and yesterday was Sunday, so that's unusual. That's usually when my Monday show usually shows the least amount of volume. So we clearly have people moving. The markets, BNB is down about 2% over the last hour, but in the last 7 days, it's up about 5%. So there's that. XRP is back down below, is at 60 again, where we probably started last week. Solana's below 70. Keep going, Solana. It's up still 15% about 7 days. We need you to just keep on going, buddy. I want you down, okay? All right, Solana, you listen to me. I'm the captain here, all right? I've got 6 of you short at about $45. You hear me? That is a loss. I'm currently sitting on a loss of what, $25 times 6, $150. I don't want to lose that $150. I want to see pain in all of you longs on Solana for my $150. It's okay. Cardano is down 10% over the last 24 hours, up 33 and almost 34% in the last 7 days. I would definitely be looking for that to correct back down. AVAX is definitely, come on, it's up 66% over the last 7 days. You think that's warranted, folks? You got to look at this. Like, this is hyper. When something's outperforming like that, you know what to sell. Cardano is a good sell, not financial advice. AVAX is an obvious sell, not financial advice. DOT is corrected hugely. It's down 9% over the last 24 hours, still up 18% over the last 7 days. Chainlink is down below 15 again. Polygon, Yeah, we're getting a push. We're getting a push down. Thorchain, Rune. This is on my radar, folks. Yeah, look at that. Boop. So this is where you go to swap tokens, right? You guys do that? I've never done that. You can cross-chain swaps. So a month ago on 11/11, it was at 455 and it's at 575. So it's up 27% over the last month. A year ago, look at that. Oh my God. So it was $1. It was, oh yeah, okay, so it's not that bad. $1.50 in October. And then look at that parabolic rise. Boom. Anybody like Thorchain out there? You guys excited about Thorchain? I listened to the guys on Bankless. Thought it was interesting. So I'll be watching that. I'll be watching that one. It's at number 38. FTT is down 14% in the last 15% in the last 24 hours. Send it to 0. Oh, look at this. Algorand's doing great. Look at that. It's barely even below 19 cents. As the market continues, it's outperforming the market in the last hour. It's only down barely anything in the last hour. It's only down 3.33% over the last 24 hours. And it's still up 26%. So, you know, we're up there with the guys that can correct pretty aggressively. We'll see. I have no idea what's going to happen, obviously. The only thing that is for certain is that Quant will be back at $100 relatively soon. BTT, BitTorrent, is up 178 cents. 178 cents. 178% in the last 7 days. Probably go ahead and sell that one. Take profits on that, guys. Oh boy, Stacks is loot to the beep bop boop. Nobody cares. What was that other one? Like Root? What's the other Bitcoin sidechain that somebody just partnered with? I saw. Oh yeah, Uniswap is deploying on like Rootstock. Say what you want to say is down 13.5, almost 14%. Zcash no longer. What happened to Zcash, man? It's about to fall out of the top 100. I never clicked this 2. Let's click the 2. Casper, Anthony Scaramucci's favorite token, is at 101. Gas brake dip. Ghost ride the whip. HT token. All right, I'm now looking at the Willy Woo network. All right. People still like stepping. All right, I've already looked at that enough. Sorry, guys. Let's look at gold real quick, and then we'll look at Vestige. Oh, shoot. Gold, where are you going, gold? Gold's down 2.5% in the last 24 hours, which is pretty significant dip. That's not the direction that you want gold to go in if you're a gold holder. It's pretty steep. Silver, also down. It's down 4% in the last 24 hours. So it lost a full dollar. So these non-volatile assets are correcting downward pretty aggressively. All right, we got Algo still up about 26%. We just saw that. KubeCoin is up 7%. Polka Gold's down. Finite, I saw a bank on Algorand in the chat. Finite is a token created by him. And a fair launch, yada, yada. Great Algorand DeFi token. Opal is down below 15 cents. GORA is above 30 cents. So we haven't seen that in a bit. Coop dipped a bit below 3 cents, but it's at 3 cents, folks. Not that long ago, we were looking at Coop at 1.2 and never leaving 1.2. So that's pretty cool. We're also looking at GORA testing a quarter. So that's also pretty cool for them. It's pretty sideways, but Coop has got over $200,000 and stable TVL, almost $600,000 market cap. So there's definitely climbing there. Obviously, if Algo corrects aggressively down, we're going to see that go down too. But that's okay. I know Coop is also more distributed in other assets, less volatile assets in Algo. There's, smaller pool, but there's a pool in gold, Coop and gold. Added a little bit of that over the weekend. So there's Coop isn't just exposed to Algo like some others. Here's Finite. A finite asset is I'm not sharing. Sorry, guys. Damn it. Here you go. This is what I was looking at. We got this. We got this. We got DeFi is a bit in the green. They're working on a web wallet. Everybody's excited about that. Like I said, you got Opal a little bit under 15, GORA a little over 30. You see it. Akita's in the green. So that's all good. I tweeted this morning in response to a back and forth between Ibu from Folks Finance and the KubeCoin community. Some of the KubeCoin holders are still irritated that Folks Finance didn't list it. And my dream for KubeCoin is KubeFi. And I tweeted, KubeFi is the 2024 dream. Ibu and Ben are just scared better looking men will create a competing product. Let's be honest. Owen and John only had their moms calling them handsome. No competition. This is a battle of chins and decentralization. The battle of chins has begun, folks. You like how I do that? Show this fucking man chin that I got over here. Where's your man chin? Mansion. I want a mansion. I'm such an idiot. I was about to just live. I was like, oh, let's look. I got 3 DMs. You're live on YouTube and X. Let's just check your Twitter DMs. Be some of those mom ho pictures. All right. Cool. All right. Let's just search. I feel like we did it. I got depressed today. Didn't like that FIFA news. It's a bummer. All right. Let's search real quick. Pump rules. PS5 Pro. I just forked over a bunch of cash for my kid to have a PS5. What adult game? I haven't played video games in a long time, but I'm about to buy my son I did buy my son a PS5 for Christmas. I kind of want a game. Should I just wait for GTA 6? I mean, I used to play San Andreas or whatever on my PS2. It's the last time I played GTA, but I saw pictures of that damn game and it looks intense. Or like, what should I do? Cyberpunk, whatever it is, 2077. Like, what game should I just piss my wife off even further by playing at nighttime when I want a little bit of time to myself? Any recommendations? Breaking 23 million XRP transferred from anonymous wallet to Bitstamp. Wow. What's happening? Why is that a rocket move? Why would this guy with 120,000 followers tweet that somebody sent 23 million XRP to an anonymous wallet at an exchange and say that that was like a moonshot? I don't understand. Everybody's going to be excited about Cardano DeFi, says the Cardano bag holders. Did you see that Raiders game, that exciting Raiders game yesterday? I didn't see it, but I did see the final score, 3-0. Vikings. Thanks, Devontae Adams. You know what, Prithvi, I've just read this and didn't read it out loud, but Napoleon, I don't really care, but I did want to see Flower Moon in the theaters, and it has also, it's more than 2 weeks. It's been in the theaters for a long time, and my desire for watching that has diminished. I did want to see that in the movie theater. Okay, anyways, that's it. Angel, Ethereum is by far the best blockchain overall to be a part of, and here's why. Active community 24/7, digitally and physically, money-making opportunities, various events daily to participate in and enjoy life instead of Web3 life. Who really cares about a bit of gas? Okay. Whale alert. $1 billion USDT minted at the Tether Treasury. Anyways, another billion minted on Tron. Usually that follows by a pump, even if that's not really what's going on. All right. Okay, so let's say Craig Wright is Satoshi. Will you still hate him? The man is only trying to share what he created in the very beginning. I don't know what I did to deserve this, but my feed is full of BSV people with this hopium. Like, I don't understand. These people actually believe that that guy is Satoshi. I mean, it's never too late to take that mask off, Lily. You're in a picture. All right. All right, everybody. Okay, Prithvi's likes the risk. He's on. He's going. Financial sector profits haven't compressed in decades thanks to regulators like Warren that want to kill U.S. competitiveness. Justin, U.S. Senator Elizabeth Warren introduces bill to crack down on crypto. Look at her. Can the reservation come back and take her? We don't want her. Who's going to tell Crypto Karen that we don't give a shit? She looks like Grandma Peppa Pig. G-Dog, the banks are patting my pockets so heavy right now. All right, let's see. Is anybody reporting on this so we can look at it real quick? Bitcoin is sunk below 41. Pretty soon it's going to be, it's down 7.5%. Ethereum is down 8%. I mean, this story is as old as, I'm not sharing, sorry. I'm having a bad day. Like last week, I mean, guys, you guys have to learn the way this works. When this type of crazy pump happens, I mean, you got to get used to at least hedging a bit. And I'm not saying financial advice, but like when you get these parabolic rises, you can't just believe that it's now on. You know, there's too many things still unsettled. There's too many enemies of this. There's too many looming things. It's just not going to happen. The recession, just everything. It's just like you can literally, I can just start saying words and I'll land on reasons why that you need to be more risk averse in a very risky environment. So I hope some of you were able to benefit a little bit from this volatility. And it could just bounce, you know what I mean? But these are opportunities, traders. This type of volatility is a dream for somebody that is willing to trade a bit. And I'm just not that great at it, but I do it a bit, and that's just it. And it's working okay. All right, everybody. Hey, I appreciate you. Thank you for tuning in on this Monday. We did what we could do. We said what we wanted to say. I just want to see you be brave. These are just songs. These are songs. I want to see you be brave. Oh my God, what's wrong with me? All right, everybody. Hey, I appreciate it. I'll see you tomorrow, Tuesday at 12:30 p.m. Eastern, 9:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and whatever the hell time you live in. We'll just use Eastern Time because everybody can kind of clock back to that. I feel like that's the official U.S. time, 12:30 p.m. Eastern. I'll be back around then, probably 12:35 p.m. Eastern is probably more likely accurate, but that's okay. You guys forgive me. I end up showing up. It's all good. Yeah, let's keep our heads up. Let's do it. Stay awake, remain flexible, and realize that you're not always right. I have no idea. I'm not always right. We're all doing it. Moonshot for the shorts. Yeah. Well, and that's another thing that you guys all, you know, they're going to take the money on, they're going to take the money from the shorts, and then they're going to take the money from the longs. It's like literally just look at Binance. Where is the most money to be taken? And that's what's going to be taken. All right, everybody.